like what things that y'all have done with y'all's kids different to make it better for youth, like make it easy where, you know, because I mean, I've been a kid, I've been there, like it's not easy to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And
you got to make it fun for them, for one.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we've tried to do, establish a camp that first and foremost, we're pretty much family friendly what we do on our place. So we make it fun for kids to come down there, our kids, nephews, nieces. And it was important for us to introduce them into hunting. And so we don't pressure them. We don't take them out there and say, hey, you got to shoot something or you got to sit for hours. With Michael, I started him out real young. I mean, he was toting a Red Ryder with me. I'd put him inside my coat, and if he got, you know, if he said he wanted to go, if we sat down for an hour and he's ready to go, we'd leave. I never would make them just go hunt. If they don't want to get up, you ain't got to get up. You know, we'll go this evening or whatever. I think those people that like, you got certain guys that just want to take a kid because they want to shoot a deer. You know, you see these young kids that shot
in a stroller shooting a 300 mag.
Yeah. But that's never been the case for me. I want them to enjoy it and have fun and understand and hopefully learn. That's what taking a kid's about. And if they get the chance to shoot one, I mean, you got to have some decent equipment for them. We've run into that to where I started Michael out shooting when his first gun I ever let him shoot was a 243, a little single shot. It was perfect for him at the time, but he lost a deer a couple times. That, you know, gets them disheartened. And they don't want to, you know, they think it's their fault or something. When you can't expect a kid to make a perfect shot, but you can give him some decent equipment. So I stepped him up to one of them 6.5s, and he shot some deer with the hip. Still, I didn't feel like it had enough power. And as he's gotten older, I just got him a 308 this year. So he's going to shoot that. Got it.
And you said something there that to me stands out more than anything is that Michael would get upset if something went wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if to me, in my eyes, like, if they don't get upset, then are they just doing it because you want them to do it, or they actually care? You know? And to me, like, when a kid gets upset, like we was tracking that buck his last year, he was right there with us, and he was getting discouraged, and, you know, you could tell it was all over him. And that told me there that, you know, he does care. Like, this isn't just, you know, going out here shooting something, you know.
Right,
he actually cared about the animal, and he put in the effort just like we did, and that means a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to take, you know, different age groups of kids that you take. You know, Will and Michael and them are up old enough now. We let them sit in the stand by themselves and stuff like that. But, you know, before that, you do have to take extra snacks and pack a bag and different things because they're not sit there very long if you don't have something with you. I mean, it's kind of like taking a trip to the zoo when they're little. You got to make sure you got all your snacks and your drinks in your backpack and all that crap. Cause
batteries charged.
Heck, I still do that. It ain't nothing to do with the kid.
Make sure they got a video game with some earplugs or something, you know, because they're going to get bored. So, but you also got to watch where you take them to. You know, you take them in the hard to get to stand, walking through briars and all that stuff, and they're getting cut up. They ain't going to have no fun.
Heck, I thought that was.
How old was your kids when you started taking them?
The first time, I took Kayla. She was probably 5. So Will would have been 2. He was just out of diapers. I had told him.
2 years old, you took him in the stand?
I took both kids.
Wow.
In the stand and said, you know, I knew we wasn't going to kill nothing. I just took them. They wanted to go see a deer. They want to go deer hunting.
Because Daddy goes deer hunting.
Daddy goes deer hunting. They wanted to go. So I hauled them out there, and I actually went to one of the better stands that I had, but that was the only one I could get them to and get them in it. But anyways, I got them in there, and we didn't stay long. It didn't last. We seen one doe, and they were happy. And
time to go.
Yeah, and Will went to kicking his feet and hitting the side of the blind and stuff. So I was like, all right, it's time to go. He's bored, and I'm fixing to get on to him, and I don't want to. So let's go. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you got to be strategic about your time limits. How long are they going to sit in there? You do set them in there for 5-6 hours at a time or something like that. They're going to hate it.
I think like the way we go about it down there, I feel like, I mean, we do have some comfortable stands, and that makes a huge difference because, I mean, when me and Jamie were, or any of us were growing up, we didn't. Daddy stuck me in a ladder stand, took a belt and wrapped around a boat seat, and he went over the ridge over, and I was in that seat till he got back, you know. You pretty much he didn't take the belt off. But, I mean, definitely having something comfortable where, you know, you can, if the kid gets cold, you fire the heater up, or, you know, you can get away with a little bit of movement in them stands. So that's one thing, to an extent. Go ahead.
I got tickled. I was thinking about Drake. I took him to Stanley's one time. Well, y'all were all up there.
Heck, y'all killed a deer that morning.
No, we didn't.
He killed a deer with me.
Oh.
No, we didn't. We got up there, and I hauled a blind. I didn't have nowhere for him to go, so I hauled a ground blind under my arm. We cut cane as we got out of the truck, so I had a ball of cane under one arm, and under the other arm was the blind. I set it all up, put the cane up, brushed us in, and got in there. And that kid, he had some old raggedy boots on that day. His feet got cold, so I kept having to pull my clothes off and wrap his feet up. And then we seen deer, and then Mark was down the bottom from us. He killed a doe, I think, and all the deer I thought he was going to cry. Because he had the gun out the window. He was shaking. He was ready to go, and boom, and all the deer took off. He was about to cry, but that boy was more worried about eating biscuits than he was anything. He kept waking up. It's time to eat biscuits. I was like, no, you got a little bit. Go on back to sleep. It was fun, though.